Welcome to Cook at Home, where we cook at home to save money at home. We are going to cook a steak today in aujus. It's going to be a New York steak. Try not to pay too much like I did. That's one of Joel's prices, $9.74. And then you're going to need your natural seasoning. You're going to need a can of aujus. You're going to need some vinegar and some oil. And what we're going to do is you're going to take the steak and you're going to cut it down the center, front and back, so that it absorbs the juices. So again, I already got this cut, but I'm just trying to show you. And then what you're going to do is you're going to season it with your natural seasoning. That's what I like to do, front and back. Try not to get it all over your stove like I did. And then you're going to add your aujus to the pan. Okay, after you slice the steak and season it, you're going to need to take your aujus, and what you want to do, put it on a low flame. I like using it all, but you don't have to. Usually I have about 2 or 3 steaks in there. And then what you want to do is take some oil. Not a lot. All you need is a splash. Just take a splash of that. And then take your vinegar. And you just need a splash again. Not too much. What that's going to do is that's going to help the aujus to stick to the meat. And you just want to put that in there. Okay, now the trick is to let that be on a medium flame and soak up those juices. And while that's doing that, we are going to make fun of Joe. Joe prices. I just got robbed at the store for this damn thing. Whoever heard of paying $10 for a steak? And usually $10 you already got one cooked and everything. But not today's prices. Not at a restaurant. That steak right there at a restaurant, probably $50. Joel's price. Thanks, Joe. Would you believe today he put a package together for Taiwan, Ukraine, and Israel? And it got passed. And it's just like, okay, it's okay to help out. I'm not saying it's wrong to help out. It's good that they're helping out, but they're helping out just a little bit too much. What I mean by that is that this country needs help. This country needs help on jobs, because you got a lot of Americans that are still don't have work and they're looking for work. And not only that, they brought all these people over and we don't have the room, resources, or food or anything for them. And they need to take care of that problem. And they're not doing it. I think it's sickening how they use the money. Pretty soon, the dollar ain't going to be worth nothing. This steak right here, pretty soon, instead of $9.74, it's going to cost you $19.74. You ain't even going to be able to afford it at the store. Because it's going to be sickening, you know. They need to stop putting the debt up. And they need to think about bringing it down. The more debt we go into, the less the dollar's worth, the more money you got to pay for at the pump, at the grocery, buying something. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Look at Texas Roadhouse. You place an order outside and they charge you 10%. Why? I placed the order on the app. No one served me a drink. Why am I getting charged at 10% on that bill? It's called gratuity fee. In other words, they're not paying their employees enough money and they're squawking. So they're taking it out right on the customer. So what the customers need to do is they need to stop eating out at restaurants. And they need to cook more right here at home. And less fast food, because now they're putting all these machines to do fast food and automatic machines to take your order. And it's just, I remember back in the 90s where kids worked at the fast food joint and their manager was an older person. Not you got someone in their 40s and 50s taking their order. That's just insane. It really is. Where's the kids at with these jobs? And then McDonald's paying $14 to $18 an hour? For what? Hell, I still want my hamburger to be under $2-3, and it's not. They know how to rob you. Besides that, it's just sickening how they rob you on everything. I mean, the fast food places, it's so much money. I remember you used to be able to get fast food at lunchtime. You can't do it now. Hell, it costs you $20-30 for one person. And guess what? You're still not filled up afterwards, and they serve you not enough because of Joe. He's shrinking it. He's shrinking the hamburger. He's shrinking out the French fries. Everything's shrinked, and guess what? You're paying more. People don't know, but they're putting less in there. And then if you need something like extra butter, extra syrup with your pancakes at McDonald's, guess what? It's 25 cents extra for extra syrup. That's ridiculous. That really is. I remember syrup and butter used to be free. Whatever happened with free, and now they're pulling all the stuff out of like Taco Bell, where you used to be able to get your own packets of hot sauce, not no more. And they're starting to pull the drinks for refills where you could serve yourself. They're starting to pull those now, which is a bunch of you know what, because they don't want you to have refills because it's so expensive. So how do we solve this? We solve it by cooking at home. You cook at home, you're going to save money by cooking at home. And these recipes, I'm throwing this one. This one's a little higher price. I like cutting the steak in two. So feeding my myself and the wife, because this is a pretty thick steak, you know. So I could cut this in two, and two people could eat it. You know, it ain't gonna be a family, but at least two people could eat it. And then what you do is you just keep letting it soak. You see how it's soaking up those juices? Look at that. Look at that. That's what you want. And I don't know how you want your steak done, because a lot of people like it well done, medium rare. However you cook it, you cook it. Just keep an eye on it. You know, that you cook it to your quality. Me, I don't like too much pink in there. I like to cook it where it's done, and you know it's done. But I think it's a better way, you know. But so this is all Jew gravy. We're cooking it home style, and we season it with natural seasoning, and we also put a dash of vinegar in there, white vinegar, and some oil. The reason why we use vinegar and oil is because it sticks to the meat, and you want it to stick to the meat because that's where you're going to get your juice and flavor from. And then the slits are in there so it cooks easier, cooks all the way through, and it soaks up the au jus sauce. Because when we go to cut this, it's going to be flooded with au jus sauce, and it's going to taste good. But yeah, but going back to the high prices, man, I'll tell you what, you know. And then they don't even watch the food no more, you know. You order a pizza, and they don't even have pizza drivers no more. They use Grubhub and another one, you know, to deliver your pizza. And time when you get it, it's 2 hours later. You could throw it through the glass and crack the damn glass because it sat on someone's car seat. I don't agree with that. I think that they should have their own people. That way they know who's delivering it, you know. It's one of their workers, not a second party. Because you don't know what that person's doing to your pizza. You have no clue. It's going to another person that they don't know. And you don't know. So you're better off, if you order a pizza, you're better off on picking it up. Because chances are they're going to have Grubhub or another service delivering your food. And it's not good. It's not, folks. So I know gas is high these days, but hopefully you're close. You got to go pick up a pizza and use your own car because you do not want those people handling your food, a second party. It's just, I've seen it. You Google the YouTube videos, man. They got these kids running the food, and who knows what they're doing, you know. Playing around on their phone, smoking, get your food smelling like marijuana or something. Who wants that? But yeah, we're just gonna mush it around the pan like this. See how it's picking up all the juices? That's what you want. That's what you want. Yeah, look at that. We're gonna cook it a little higher. Let the heat rise up. Get it through the meat. You don't want to cook too high, because then the au jus is going to taste like burnt au jus, and we can't have that on a $10 steak. We do not want to throw that steak away. This is one of Joe's price steaks, and I think $10 for a steak is a little bit too much with all that fat on there. But it is what it is, you know. You got to pay it. At a restaurant, that would probably cost you $50. So you cook at home, you save $40. You know, and that's lucky if you get it. Thanks for the comments. I had a couple comments on my other videos. I'm not going to look up the name or say the name, but I do enjoy the comments on my last videos. And people ask me where I get my information, the jokes from. Well, I get it from the news, and I put it together. And yes, it is correct. Because not only the news is when I go out to places, I like to share the info, the reviews. So the reviews and the info I put on here, and that's where you get it. Like that bowling alley one, that was just insane to pay I think it was, don't hold me to this, but I think it was 18% gratuity fee at a bowling alley. It was just like, are you kidding me? I didn't even have a lot of people. It was just me and my wife and my daughter. It was three people. It wasn't like they were going over like 4 or 5 people, you know. Sometimes when you at a table and there's a big table, they automatically put it on there. But no, I didn't have a lot of people at my table. So it shouldn't have been automatically put on there. It should have been what I wanted to tip, not what they wanted, you know. They want you to empty out your wallet or your purse. So walk out there with nothing. That's what Joe wants you to do. Go to these restaurants and fast food places, empty out your wallet or purse, get robbed without a gun with their damn prices, and go home broke. But guess what? It's not going to work, folks, because we're going to cook at home, and we're going to save money by cooking at home. Yep, that's right. These recipes are going to get you going. And then I like to pull the meat down and see where we're at. You see, we're almost there. We got another couple minutes on this. And then I'll show you another trick. Hold on. Alright, the other trick that I am going to show you is butter. Yeah, a lot of people don't know this trick. You take a little scoop of butter, maybe a little bit more than that, and just put it on that steak. Let it marinate. A lot of people don't know this trick. Man, look at how nice and juicy that is. And the taste is going to be, it's going to be better than a steakhouse in Chicago. I guarantee it. But if you get any comments, concerns, you could put them right there at the bottom, and I'll get them on my next video, or maybe I'll you know, say something in the comments. You know, I know a lot of people like Joe. I don't. I think he's too damn old for the job. I mean, they need to have an age limit. They really do. We got the senior citizen old folks club running the country. He's not really running the country, but that's what it looks like, you know, the old folks home running it. United States of the old folks home. He's not doing a very good job, not with these prices. You should be able to get yourself, if you're working, you should be able to take your family out maybe once every 2 weeks to get something to eat at a restaurant. I can't do that. And you should be able to get fast food at lunchtime once or twice a week and still be able to save money. Now, I can't do none of that shit. I cook at home, plus I take a bag lunch at work. And there's sometimes I gotta work over, and that bag lunch don't last me the 16 hours. It only lasts me to 8. So it's not too good. But even the lunch meat's getting out of hand. But yeah. So there we go. That is looking good. We are going to slit it down the center. See where we're at. And that looks like it's almost done. So we are going to pause right here. I'm going to get a plate. I'm coming back at you. Welcome back at Cook at Home, where we save money by cooking at home. Now this pork chop, I don't even know why I'm cooking it, man. Jeez, I can't believe I said that. I just ruined the video. Pork chop. It's a steak. New York steak. I'm sorry, folks. Joe got me all confused. He's putting something in the food. Or the water. But anyways. You just want to take it, mush it around, get all that juice on there. And like I said, cook to your style. You know, I mean, I don't know how you like your style, but that's my style. And then we're gonna take the steak, look at all that au jus, and then we're gonna cut it. Cuts like butter. And then we're gonna try it too. Look at that. Folks. Cook to perfection. Try that recipe out. Comment, like, subscribe. And remember, when you fall back, and you fall down because that's so good, make sure you get back up. Do the Joe Biden. Fall down and get back up. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.